The Young and the Restless spoilers Fridays, December 6, 2024. Genoa City had never been one to shy away from drama, but what was unfolding now was a web of lies, deception, and shadowy figures that threatened to shatter the lives of many of its inhabitants. It all started with Claire's shocking visit to the local prison, where she claimed that the person currently behind bars, whom everyone believed to be Jordan, was actually an imposter. Her bold declaration sent waves of panic through Genoa, but it was Chance who found himself drawn into the mystery with a sense of urgency. Claire, having known Jordan for over 2 decades, was sure of what she saw. No one could blame her for her certainty. Her experience with Jordan over the years meant that she was intimately familiar with her mannerisms, her speech patterns, and her overall presence. Yet, despite Claire's conviction, the reality of what she was saying was impossible to ignore. If Jordan was not the person locked away in that prison cell, then where was she? And more importantly, who was behind this impersonation? A city on high alert. As the rumors began to spread, Chance took immediate action. He declared a state of emergency, launching an investigation into how Jordan could have escaped the prison unnoticed. There were few clues to go on. Security footage was either conveniently missing or tampered with, and no one could explain how she managed to elude the tight security surrounding her cell. The only thing that seemed certain was that Jordan had somehow orchestrated her escape and was now on the loose, possibly hiding somewhere in Genoa City or beyond. For everyone involved, the situation was tense. Chance found himself under pressure to provide answers, but the questions only seemed to multiply. How long had Jordan been planning this? And why would she go to such lengths to impersonate herself in prison? More disturbing was the knowledge that no one knew where she was now or what her next move would be. Meanwhile, Claire, caught in the middle of this alarming situation, began to question everything. She could not shake the feeling that something far larger and more dangerous was at play. She had always been in the shadows of many of Genoa's most complex schemes, but this one felt different. Jordan's escape wasn't just about freeing herself. It was part of something far more sinister. And now, Claire was thrust into a web of conspiracy that she wasn't sure she could escape from. Kyle's sudden resignation. The news of Jordan's escape was unsettling, but in the midst of the chaos, another bombshell was dropped that sent shockwaves through the business world of Genoa City. Kyle had handed in his resignation from his position at Glissade. His decision came as a surprise, especially to his father, Jack. Jack, ever the strategic thinker, urged Kyle to reconsider. "Stay calm, Kyle," he advised. "This isn't the time to make rash decisions. You've got to think this through." But Jack knew that the situation wasn't just about Kyle's future at Glissade. It was about his role in something far bigger. Jack, who had always been a master at playing the long game, saw this as an opportunity to make Kyle an even more crucial part of the family's operations. But it wasn't just about business. It was about loyalty and trust. Jack offered Kyle a proposition to stay on at Glissade, but in a different capacity. He wanted Kyle to act as a secret ally, a spy of sorts, gathering information on Victor Newman and his mysterious plans. Jack's instincts told him that Victor was up to something major, and he needed someone inside to help him get ahead of whatever the Newman patriarch was plotting. Kyle, torn between his personal turmoil and his father's request, reluctantly agreed. But deep down he struggled with the idea of deception, especially when it came to his relationship with Summer. Kyle's emotional state was fragile, and the last thing he wanted was to betray Summer's trust. But Jack's words lingered in his mind. If they didn't act now, they might lose the upper hand against Victor. Sharon's strange behavior. The puzzle deepens. As the drama surrounding Jordan's escape and Kyle's resignation unfolded, Nick began to focus on a different issue. Sharon's strange behavior. It had been building for weeks, but Nick was growing increasingly alarmed by her erratic actions. What started as simple mood swings and unexplained fatigue soon evolved into something much darker. It was Elena, Nick's trusted ally, who had uncovered the truth. She had analyzed the pills Sharon had been taking, and the results were chilling. The substances in those pills were not just harmless prescriptions for stress. They contained powerful narcotics that could disrupt the central nervous system. The pills had the potential to control Sharon's behavior, manipulating her into following orders or making decisions she otherwise wouldn't have. But the real question remained. Who was behind this? Who had given Sharon these dangerous drugs? And more importantly, why had Sharon been using them for so long without anyone noticing? Nick's mind raced with possibilities. Could someone be manipulating Sharon's every move, pulling strings behind the scenes? Had she been a victim all along, unknowingly playing into someone's hands? Nick and Chance's investigation, tensions rise. With the discovery of the pills, Nick and Chance were more determined than ever to get to the bottom of the mystery. The two men put their heads together, reviewing all the evidence they had, and tried to come up with a logical explanation for what was happening to Sharon. Chance's law enforcement background and Nick's relentless drive to protect Sharon made them a formidable team. They began tracing the origins of the drugs, hoping to identify the source. But with so many questions left unanswered, the investigation was becoming more convoluted. Was Sharon being targeted by someone with a vendetta, or was she simply a pawn in a much larger scheme? The deeper they dug, the more they realized how interconnected all of these events were. Claire's visit to the prison, Kyle's sudden resignation, Jordan's escape, and Sharon's mysterious behavior were all pieces of a much larger puzzle. But no one could see the full picture just yet. With so many lives hanging in the balance, Nick and Chance knew they had to act quickly. They couldn't let the truth slip away as more questions piled up. But the deeper they went, the more dangerous it became. Whoever was behind these schemes was watching them, and they wouldn't hesitate to take drastic measures to keep their secrets buried. What happens next? As the investigation intensifies, the stakes for everyone involved continue to rise. Kyle's role as a secret informant puts him in a perilous position, torn between family loyalty and the moral implications of his actions. Sharon's increasingly erratic behavior threatens to unravel her relationships with everyone around her, and the truth about her drug use could shatter the lives of those who love her. Meanwhile, Claire finds herself drawn deeper into a world of manipulation, with Jordan still at large and her role in the unfolding drama becoming ever more complicated. With each passing day, Genoa City's fragile peace is further threatened. But one question remains. Who is really pulling the strings, and how far will they go to keep their secrets hidden? As Chance and Nick continue their investigation, the answers may be closer than they think. But the cost of uncovering the truth could be higher than they ever imagined. This narrative expands on the twists and turns you've set up, adding layers of intrigue and tension between the characters while pushing the story forward. If you'd like to adjust any details or deepen specific character arcs, let me know.